right, here's Wake Up Dead Man. All right, there's new Knives Out mystery. By the way, I'm so glad that it doesn't say that in the movie.
Right.
Like on Netflix, it's listed as Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. But you only ever see Wake Up Dead Man in the title
Hmm.
of this movie. I hate that it's called a Knives Out mystery. It drives me fucking insane. To me, it's like if like every James Bond movie after the first one, it was called like Tomorrow Never Dies,
The
a
Bond
Doctor
Chronicles.
a Doctor No mystery. Because it's even worse. Like they could call this Benoit Blanc mystery, which would at least be something like that. Technically, is true, but
Yeah.
a Knives Out mystery is so dumb. It's just anything.
Right. It's like how the third the it's like Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, then The Dark Knight Rises.
That doesn't bother me. Even like the Rambo thing. This is crazy to me. Think about it. A Doctor No mystery. Doctor No isn't in any of the other James Bond movies.
What if he
But
is in the
because it was the
background?
first one, it would be a Doctor No mystery. A
Yeah.
Doctor No adventure.
But the knives are out in every movie. That's what's so fun.
Come on, but there was that big knife chair in the first one.
Yeah.
The knives were literally out.
Well, they are in all these too. They get stabbed him in the back.
Yeah. Sort of.
It is always a stabbing, I think. The second
I
one might have
don't
been like a poisoning. No, that was like both of them.
I
I
don't
don't
like it.
remember.
I I saw Ryan Johnson said he approved it for Glass Onion, but here he sort of regretted it because
Yeah.
he wished that he'd forced them to call it a Benoit Blanc mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah, it is fair. All right, so Wake Up Dead Man is the third Knives Out, and it comes to us from Netflix. They put it out in theaters, but made it impossible to see. So it only made $2.5 million theatrically. I don't
You probably
understand.
could have. You're in New York.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not the one that's going to do that. I hate movie theaters.
You do hate movie theaters, but don't you have don't you have AMC?
Yeah, listen, this wasn't playing in AMC's.
No,
No,
I don't
I would have had to go into the city and Manhattan, check it out on at like
pay $50.
yeah, be annoying. Uh,
Yeah.
listen, that might be my least movie buff opinion. Is like I think movie theaters are a thing of the past. I think it's crazy that we like go watch a film together with strangers with their phones and buy popcorn. It's fucking crazy. It feels like
If
it's the
everyone
night.
thought like you, movies would not be made anymore.
It feels like it's the 1920s, man. Like
That's what movies are.
there are other forms of entertainment now. Movies are a great art form. Just let me watch them on TV. Release
It's
them
not possible.
simultaneously.
They wouldn't get made if they all happened that way.
Well, they should. Day and date. Fuck Christopher Nolan. Everything's day and date. Home, you could watch it for $20. Movies, you could watch it for $20.
People have to get paid though. That's
But they're
just a part
getting
of the
paid. I
world.
mean, Netflix could have put this out widely. The first Knives Out made over $400 million at the box office. If they were worried about box office performance, they could have put this out theatrically. All right, clearly it's worth it to them to just have it streaming on their
Well, they bought
site.
the rights to it. They paid Ryan after the first one. We're gonna buy you for the next two. Those are gonna be Netflix movies.
But I guess that enough people watch them on Netflix to justify that price tag.
I mean, Netflix paid for this movie. Like if Netflix didn't pay Ryan Johnson, he might have just gone after Knives Out and made other movies. This movie might not even exist. This is
Yeah.
like Netflix got this made. They can do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, so motherfuckers, Netflix just bought Warner Brothers, and people are freaking out about that. Like, oh my god, now Warner Brothers movies aren't gonna have a proper theatrical window. And I'm like,
It does suck.
good,
It's not
good.
good. This is literally, it's not good.
I think it's
It's a very
good.
bad thing.
The more the better. I do not care when people freak out. That didn't get a proper theatrical window. I didn't get to see that in theaters. I didn't get to smell other people while I watched that movie. I who cares? Fuck it.
Boo.
No, fine, fine. I'll be a heel. All
Good,
right.
you are.
I don't want to see movies in theaters. If I never saw another movie in theaters ever again, I'd be a happy movie buff.
Is that true?
Yes.
All right. That means you can't go anymore.
Fine. I'll never go again.
All right. Remember that letterbox game you used to do with Henry? Like one more time in your life.
Oh
This
yeah.
one, never, no more in theaters ever again.
Yeah. Oh, we should play that game. That was fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
Uh
Have
so
you
what
guys kept with that? Do you even know what your like what movies you can only watch once ever
no,
again?
I used to, but
There's no way Henry's kept up with that.
no. But yeah, that game was called Never Rarely Sometimes Always, wasn't it?
That was like the second name for it, but you had a different name.
Oh, did I? Oh, well, I think it was
It might
just
have just
called
been like the
the
letterbox game,
letterbox
and then you would
game.
call it never really something always.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, all right. I'm done. I've seen my last movie in theaters.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're gonna
Mhm.
save so much money though.
Yep. All right.
Do you eat
So
popcorn at home, or is that a thing you only do at the theater?
done it.
But do you
I
like?
eat whatever I want to.
But every few months at home, are you like, all right, I got to get some. I'm out of popcorn. I got to get some more popcorn.
Not every few months, but like once a year, maybe. And
Okay.
but I'll tell you, like, but at home I could eat what's in the house. I could buy a pack of candy for like $1 rather than $8.
The biggest thing is being able to pause and go to the bathroom.
Pause, go to the bathroom. The amount of money soda costs in movies is fucking outrageous at this point. It's like $8 for a small. Uh,
I don't even look.
you
My
got
but it's so good to just to it's so big. The sound is so loud. I'm just explaining what movies theaters are. But like it really deters you away from looking on your phone and you're forced to watch the movie.
But what
Like you're
I
taking in
do,
everything
what
that the
I do is I just decide I'm not going to look at my phone. I put it aside for the length of the movie. And I've got a giant TV. It's got great sound. All right. I'm not missing anything. Why am I going to a movie?
you're not. I got news for you. You're never going back.
The only reason would be to like get a public blowjob.
Yeah, I could see that being the only reason.
Yeah.
I, I love the movie theater.
Most people do. I don't get it. I've grown up, I've gone to movie theaters my whole life, but it's just because I love movies. If you want to see a new movie that you're excited about, you got to get your ass over there. You got to sit with a bunch of motherfuckers looking at their phones
I
in
don't
a
really
darkened
encounter that many
theater.
people.
I do constantly.
Whenever
Uh,
I saw The
People
Running Man, I
yapping
was the
their
only one.
asses off, just chatting in the theater.
How many movies
Uh,
have you been the only one in the entire theater for? Because I can think of three movies
I only ever.
ever. Can I tell you the three?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Running Man this year, The Shape of Water, and Midsommar. Those are my three that I was completely
Midsommar.
alone.
See, I saw
Yep.
that in theaters packed.
It was fun. It was like totally alone. I was just by myself. It was kind of spooky. Spooky scary. Uh anyway, so all right, so but what about Wake Up Dead Man? We're off the movie. Daniel hates the movie theater. Let us know how you feel about the movie theater.
Yeah, they're gonna
Leave us
love
a
it.
5-star
They're
rating
gonna
on
love
our
it. I've
podcast.
literally never seen an actual movie buff, which I consider myself to be one that agrees with me on this.
Yeah, it's a crazy thought. Even like when COVID happened, you wanted it to shut down. You were like,
I
movie
was
theaters are
so
never opening back
excited.
up.
I yeah,
The
I
end of
was
movie theaters.
I when HBO Max started releasing shit at home, like movies that were supposed to have
The
come out in
Suicide
theaters,
Squad.
I was so fucking pumped about that.
Yeah, I was too because it meant we could see that stuff. But I didn't want it to be the end of movies like you.
Shut them all down.
How can
I'm
you think
tired
like
of
this?
kowtowing to the exhibitors. All
Is this a real
right.
thought, or are you just doing this?
No, this is real.
Movies would stop being made.
No, they wouldn't.
Like people would be making like, oh, I gotta make like my first movie, my second movie, the movie I always wanted. But people that have been making movies, they're done. Lynn Ramsey's not making any more movies.
So what about this? You can have your Angelicas, you can have your Alamo Draft Houses, right? Specialty movie theaters if you want to go to the movie. I'm done. AMC, Regal, get the fuck out of here.
But then something else would just become that. The new conglomerate that everyone goes to that was like the new top dog, the new AMC.
Well, let's just stop going. Come join with me, guys.
No, don't do that. Don't kill movie theaters.
Kill them. Kill them
All
dead.
right.
All right, Wake Up Dead, man. Loved this. All right, but
They
Knives
should do
Out.
Knives Out where someone kills the movie theater chain and we have to figure out who did it. And it
It
was
was
you.
me. Yeah, Benoit
But your
Blanc.
motive is right here on this episode. We just have to listen to this and we would know who did it. That'd be fun. Benoit, in a movie where Benoit
Well,
Blanc is listening to this podcast, like, oh,
you'd
I
have
think
to
Daniel.
find it. It's pretty obscure fucking podcast.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Um, Benoit Blanc mysteries they scratch a very particular itch within me, and look, say what you will, whether you're a fan or not, I'm a fan. Okay, and I've very rarely said this as an adult. Like I haven't become like such a big fan of something, but I am. Like I don't think you could make one of these that I would dislike. I just like the vibe. I love the character. I
Mm-hmm.
love a murder mystery, and I love that they all have a different tone. If the tone stayed the same, then this runs the risk of starting to feel like a TV procedural or something. You
Mm-hmm.
know, all of a sudden, he's Grissom from CSI, but he's not.
Scully. And
These
what's
are
what's their name?
his name, Mulder.
Damn it.
Uh, he fucking I, these are real movies. All right, each one's got something
Released
that's
in the theater. Yeah, I know.
that doesn't matter. But each one has something to say. It feels big, an artistic statement. The mysteries are incredibly thought through and tie into the themes. All right, you got Benoit
I never
Blanc
care
as
about
this.
the mystery though. I'm never like trying to solve the mystery,
I am.
especially in this one. Although in the first one, I remember I did solve the mystery. I remember being in the theater with my stepbrother, and I whispered to my stepbrother like, "This is what's gonna happen," and he was like, "What the heck? How'd you know that was gonna happen?" I was like, "I'm a genius, bro." Uh, but this one, I wasn't really like, "Who's gonna?" I was more just watching it, which is not that's not a problem or anything. I just it was like a Scream movie where I'm over trying to solve who the killer is.
Well, yeah.
I just let it happen a little bit.
That's but I watch these movies. I am wrapped the entire time. Like you talk about like how you're in theaters, so you can't look at your phone. You couldn't get me to look at my phone during my first viewing of Wake Up Dead Man. All right. During the second viewing, I was it was during the fantasy football playoffs, so I had to check my phone a couple times.
I
Um,
gotta say, the second viewing was way better.
really?
Like the first one, I really liked it, but the second time, I loved it. It is a little long, Wake
It's
Up Dead Man,
long. It is long. It's 2.5 hours. But
but I liked it much more at the
I
same
feel
time.
like these movies have strong rewatchability. I look for excuses to rewatch these movies. Like I watched this the day it came out on Netflix that Friday, and this is only like a week removed from that. With most movies, I would just be like, I saw it, I'll remember it. It's only a week, and I
Right,
could have easily done that with this movie, but I wanted to watch it again.
right. Didn't you watch Knives Out recently too?
Not super
Did you
recently,
talk about
but I've
like Thanksgiving
watched
time?
Knives Out probably like no. I've watched Knives Out probably like 5 times, and I've seen Glass Onion like 2 or 3 times, maybe 3 times. And I just I enjoy them, man. I am unreservedly a fan of these Knives Out movies, and
Mm-hmm.
to the point where like it's hard for me to critique them because I just this is something I love the same way like when I was a kid I loved Spider-Man and
Well,
the Ninja Turtles.
is it Benoit Blanc, the character specific, or the vibe, or what is it?
It's the whole
Is it Ryan
thing.
Johnson?
It's
This
the whole thing. Well, I mean, it's like Ryan Johnson. I like Ryan Johnson as a filmmaker, but my three favorite Ryan Johnson movies are definitely all Knives Out movies.
that's nuts.
Yeah, and
I'd say The Last Jedi I like more than these two.
I I love the sense of humor in these movies. I love the way the mysteries are parsed out. I love the political humor.
The
And
actors always come to play in these movies.
yeah, they have great ensembles. Daniel Craig hamming it up, I think is beautiful.
Might
And
not be the MVP though with this one.
I agree. I think Josh O'Connor is incredible in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's hell yeah. And to me, it's a clear ranking. Before we get into it, Knives Out's the best one. They haven't topped it yet, the original. Um, it's possibly just because of Marta.
Mm-hmm.
You feel so strongly for Marta, and the end of it is so satisfying. The ascendancy
A
of
mug.
Marta. Yeah, the and that shot of her on the balcony with but this is my second favorite. I
Right.
preferred this pretty strongly to Glass Onion.
Yes.
Um,
This actually made me like reconsider is Glass Onion weaker than I think it is possibly because this one I felt was so strong.
no, but I think they all stand on their own so well.
They do. That one was
Like
just like so on the nose, like all the Elon Musk stuff, like the tech billionaire type.
yeah, but I mean, it's aged pretty fucking well in the last couple of years,
It's just a little
considering what's
annoying.
going on.
Yeah, yeah,
If it was made now, there'd be like Doge references in that movie.
yeah. Andrew Tate stuff. I thought that what's it? Andrew Scott was gonna be more like an Andrew Tate type, but he sort of wasn't. He,
Yeah.
he wasn't like a misogynist type. He was just like
No, Renner was more the Andrew Tate type.
I guess like after his wife left him, he
Yeah.
started like hating women a little bit. But
Hmm.
we really haven't delved into that a little bit. I think we might in the next one.
Yeah.
Andrew Scott, I didn't like. I thought he should have been somebody else.
I think
Miscast.
that's crazy. I've heard other people say that, so maybe it's not crazy, but I really like Andrew Scott in this movie.
Three, four weak links. All right.
There are no
Andrew
four weak links.
Andrew Scott, Kerry Washington, I thought was just so over the top dramatic in that scene where she was like, "And your son was my brother." I was like, "All right, Kerry, what? Chill the
That
fuck out."
that's Kerry Washington. That's what
I
you're gonna
know
get
that's
with her.
crazy.
She's not my favorite, uh, but she brings such and
Beauty,
no charisma.
she's got that.
She's a star.
Yeah,
And so you could put her in the movie and she's got a pretty small role and she still pops when she shows up.
definitely. I just when they let her loose, I was like, "What the hell's happening?" Kaylee Spaney's character was totally useless. I didn't understand what that character even
That's
was.
not true at all.
What was her point?
She was providing money to the church.
All right, everyone had a purpose, I
He was
guess.
using her,
Yeah,
for her money and making her believe in miracles.
right. Yeah, but she didn't do anything. And then Mila Kunis was probably the LVP. She has like
I
a lot of scenes with Benoit Blanc, and I was like, Benoit Blanc is like totally in Benoit Blanc, and Mila Kunis is I'm Mila Kunis.
Yeah, I wish Mila Kunis had more of an arc because ultimately she's just the local sheriff, and I think she's fine in that role. But it would have been nice. I mean, everybody gets an emotional arc, and we got so much time to play with. Why not her? Um, To me, the LVP of the movie is Daryl McCormick, just because I think the character Cy Draven is so interesting and well written and complex, and I wasn't particularly impressed with Daryl McCormick's um performance, and
Do you know him?
I know he's an Irish actor and he was in Peaky Blinders, which I never watched, but I don't. I'm not really familiar with him, and to me, he doesn't pop in the same way that Kerry Washington does.
Oh, she popped all right. To me, this feels like he's the least known person, so you're just gonna go him the LVP.
That's not true. I'm open to him. The least known person in the first Knives Out was fucking Ana de Armas, and she's the best.
Good call.
She
Yeah, yeah, true. Did we know her at all? I think that might have been the first time. Oh no, wait. Oh no, she's in Knock Knock.
had been in Knock Knock, but I hadn't seen that before Knives Out.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah, fair. Sorry, the three best performances in these movies, we think Benoit Blanc as Benoit Blanc,
Yeah,
Marta, and then Josh O'Connor.
yeah, I think so.
I think so too. I was super impressed with him. And by the way,
Who's the fourth? What's the Mount Rushmore?
maybe Kate Hudson. I remember loving Kate Hudson
Oh, that's
in
an
Glass Onion.
interesting
She's probably
choice.
my favorite there. But it might be like maybe Chris Evans, somebody like that.
Janelle Monáe, maybe.
She is good too. Yeah,
Mhm.
true. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a good question.
Maybe Glenn Close.
I liked Josh Brolin here of everybody, and I want to
Brolin
say
was
something
great.
about Brolin because a lot of the talk this year about Pedro Pascal has been like he's good. He's just been like overexposed this year, been in too much. But Josh Brolin has been in The Running Man, this, and Weapons this year, three movies. And if the next movie I saw was like Castaway with Josh Brolin, I would be so happy about that. I think he's on such a heater right now, Josh Brolin. He's
Hey,
awesome.
listen, some guys are just watchable,
Yeah.
and
But he's in the
Brolin's
zone. He's like right at that age. I don't know, something
yeah.
about him right now. He's like in his prime
I'll
now.
tell you what. The day after I watched Wake Up Dead Man, I put on the Mastermind, and I knew nothing about it. I just knew it was a Kelly Reichardt movie,
Hmm.
and there's Josh O'Connor.
Hmm.
He's the fucking star of the movie, and I was
He's the
like,
mastermind.
great.
Yeah.
I'm ready for another go around with this fella.
I put that on last night and then I got too sleepy. Went to sleep.
Kind of a boring movie.
It was a little boring.
Yeah.
But John, he's like he's great at wearing pants and a jacket, Josh O'Connor.
All right.
He's like the Michelle Pfeiffer of men right now. That's what he's best at this
Was
moment.
that your take that she looks
In
great
Grease
in
2, I
pants?
said she is the best at wearing pants ever.
Yeah.
But Josh O'Connor is like the male version of that. Every pair of pants that Kelly Reichardt was putting him in, every jacket was like I don't know if they were tailored for him, but they did a great job, whatever
I
they were
think he
doing.
looks nice in a hat too.
But was it in that movie he had hats
I
on?
feel like he's got like a little schoolboy cap in that
He
movie.
might, yeah. He was
Yeah.
like, I like that one's cool because he's got like longer hair, like a scruffier beard, sort of
Mm.
a different look. Here he has a great look. He has like the priest collar and everything with a
With a
tattoo
little
coming out
neck
of his neck.
tattoo sticking out of the
That's
priest
awesome.
collar. That is badass,
Ryan
man.
Johnson's a genius for that. Uh,
Was that a Ryan Johnson thing? That's not
I
his
mean, it
real
must.
neck tattoo?
Oh, I don't think so. I've
I
never seen that.
wondered that.
That's a good question. But he's like a hard. He's like he was a boxer. We learned he killed a
Yeah.
guy on purpose. He says it was an accident, but we learned later it was on purpose.
Should have had that Cody Rhodes tattoo sticking out.
Maybe he did on the other side. Uh, but he was an awesome character and a great performance. And I think
it
he would actually be my MVP here.
it's really a brilliant character actually, and using Benoit Blanc as a foil. First of all, you watch this movie and like you're like, where's Benoit? Give me Benoit. It goes 40 minutes with no
Hmm.
Benoit, but you get so invested in the Josh O'Connor character, you don't fucking care.
Absolutely.
And then Benoit shows up, and you're like, "Holy shit, we still got a Benoit Blanc movie to watch here." Hell yeah! That's why the length doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
It's like an hour and 50-minute Benoit Blanc movie attached to like a 40-minute Josh O'Connor short at the beginning. Um,
Yeah. I
But
loved when we do get the title card when Wix opens the church door and we see the big shadow um on that cross and then it comes up wake up dead man. That was
yeah,
beautiful. That was awesome. We've had a lot of like late title cards this year.
yeah, everyone
Predator
gets one
Badlands was like that
by
too.
Alias.
Oh.
And at the end of the movie when the title pops up again with the flowers around it.
Oh, what was that song? I wrote it down. That was an awesome song.
Uh,
Tom Waits song. Come
yeah,
on up to the house.
I think an elite needle
Beautiful.
drop. But here's something I was thinking, because I think it's one of the best end songs
I
ever in
could
a
cry
movie.
thinking about it right now.
I think we could do a list, like a special podcast for the Patreon or something. The best closing credit needle drops.
Grizzly Man.
What song?
I don't know.
What? See, like I thought of like "Baby You're a Rich Man," the Beatles song that plays at the end of
Sometimes
Social
there's songs you
Network.
don't know. And you're like, well, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
I remember playing it.
No, I know. Remember the one that ends "Bad Match" that I
Oh
told you I listen
yeah.
to all
I've
the
added that to
time.
my I listen to that
Yeah,
sometimes. What's that called?
"Guilt" the song.
Guilt the song. Thank you. How do I find what's it called?
Grizzly Man.
Soundtracks.
You remember the
I think it's
end?
Coyotes by McDill. Oh, performed by Don Edwards.
All right. There's a great one
Like some whistling.
at the end of a Neil LaBute film. Uh, the
A
one with
Neil LaBute film.
Yeah, it's the one with Adam Brody in it. What's the Neil LaBute film with
I've
Adam
only
Brody?
seen like
Fuck.
I don't know.
But it ends with this song "Lonesome Hunter" by Timbre Timbre, and it is such a fucking great needle drop.
All right. That could be
Yeah,
fun. We could do that. You know
yeah.
what I'm gonna end my first movie with?
What?
Random Rules.
I love it.
Or it's gonna play in the opening credits. Haven't decided. That'd
Um,
be fun.
sorry, I'm looking up that Neil LaBute movie. It's called Some Girls.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
somebody knows what you're talking about.
I hope so. If you're out there, and hey, in the comments, what are your favorite closing needle drops of a movie?
Uh Transformers, What I've Done, Lincoln Park.
Great, yeah. Well, how about "Where Is My Mind" at the end of Fight Club?
That's a good one.
That's
Is
an
that
all
over the
timer.
credits or just over the end of the movie?
It starts at the end of the movie, and this counts, I think, if you're gonna do this, because the Tom Waits song counts,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, then the credits start.
That totally counts.
Mm-hmm.
Avatar, that the weekend song, and then whatever was last. The Avatar 3 ends with Miley Cyrus.
Party in the USA.
Nah, The Climb.
Oh wow!
There's
Now I'm
always
pumped.
gonna be another Navi. Which just fills in those lyrics.
Yeah, yeah. It should be
It's Pandora.
party in Pandora. All right.
Yep.
All right. Um, what are we doing?
I think we're
Wake
on
Up
Wake Up
Dead
Dead
Man.
Man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So here's something I appreciate about the movie. It's all about faith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which worries me. Okay, I am a staunch atheist. I am a Jew. And so this obsession with Jesus that people have, I just don't get or care about. Like, obviously, religion is
Obviously.
not real. Like,
Right.
if
But this is about tolerating it.
no,
Accepting other people
which is
can believe
what I
whatever they want.
appreciate it. Which is what I appreciate. Benoit Blanc is a staunch atheist and presented as such in this movie, and it does not change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he does have his road to Damascus moment at the end, and my initial thought was when that happened was bullshit. That made me mad. Like I can't believe he's
What
doing
does that
it.
mean?
He I don't really know, but
Yeah.
the fact that he didn't want to tell everybody
But I really like that because he makes Glenn Close do it in a confession, which I thought was honestly like touched me.
No,
Like
no,
that was
no.
kind of
Same.
beautiful.
My impulse was to not like it, but
Right,
then the
right.
way it played out, I thought it was really beautiful. And there's that tete-a-tete with Benoit Blanc and the O'Connor character when they first meet, where they're talking in the church about faith, and Benoit explains why he doesn't respect the Catholic Church and doesn't believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And the way he said it was like, this is how I've always wanted to explain it my entire life. Like, watch Benoit Blanc in that scene, and that is how I feel about religion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then you got Josh O'Connor, who talks about like the ritual of it and storytelling, and maybe it's not true, but it helps people believe in something, and it's something I've struggled with over the years, but I also appreciate because I'm in AA. That's Alcoholics Anonymous.
Hmm. I
If
thought it
you want,
was the fatter batteries.
if you want to ask me in private, I'll tell you all the other people that are in AA. But
That's awful.
but yeah. But I'm in Alcoholics Anonymous, and the third step of the 12 steps.
Acceptance.
What are
I
you
just tried
doing?
naming one. Is that a step?
No.
Apology. Is that a step? Making
Uh,
amends. Is
yeah,
that one of them?
everyone knows that one because it's the only one that anyone ever does in movies.
Denial.
No, that's come on.
What? I don't know this stuff. I thought that
That's
was the
you're
step.
just doing the stages of grief.
Oh shit. Oh my bad.
Yeah. No, the third step of Alcoholics Anonymous is made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God
No.
as we understand him.
Oh.
Okay?
Weird.
And we understand him has always helped me along in that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Still that's
Because
weird.
I don't believe in God. I why would you believe in God? There is no God, clearly. It's such a dumb concept.
But some might.
But you know, so to me, it's always been of my understanding. I really hang on to those words. But there's other people in AA where the God of their understanding is God.
The
You
big man
know,
upstairs.
yeah, the guy with the beard got a throne up there, probably stands
God
on
and
a
Jesus both have
cloud.
a beard. Is Jesus God? I never understood. Is Jesus the Son of God? I'm so confused by
Son
the
of
whole
God.
thing.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's
What's
so
the Holy Ghost?
confusing. I want to kill
Um,
myself.
but anyway, I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The people in AA that talk about God, I can tell that's what they need to stay sober.
And alive.
Okay. Yeah. And if that's what you need, then that's what you need. I don't wish death. I wouldn't rather you be an atheist who kills himself. Like,
People might think like Daniel podcast. That's lame. People might think that.
what?
Sorry to like attack you or something like that. I mean, I do the same thing. But like people do whatever they do to get by. This is something that you do that you think is fun.
No,
And other
it's
people might judge it.
the whole reason I
But it's
started a
your thing.
podcast before it was this podcast, Surviving Survivor. I was incredibly depressed,
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
and I decided I used to write all the time when I was younger. I need a creative outlet of some form. Writing does not give me the same joy it used to anymore, but I love talking to my friends about things that I love
And hate.
and hate and well, just things that I love in general, like movies or reality TV shows or
But there are
TV.
versions of those you hate. Yeah.
Yeah, plenty. Um, and so that's
But
what
that's
it
what I'm
is.
saying. That's like your religion though. That's what
A
you turn
creative
to.
outlet is some form of a God in
Exactly.
my
And people might think
understanding.
like that's so lame. but that's how you view their religion. You know, everyone has their own thing, their own life. They can do whatever they want
Yeah.
as long as they're not harming each other.
And I think literally, obviously, there's no God. It's made up. It's a story. But
Right.
um, if that's what you need to get by,
Good
then
for
more
you.
power to you.
Exactly. And that's what this movie is all about. Even
Yeah.
the ending, like I loved it. Yeah, Benoit Blanc didn't have like the signs turn around where like now he believes in God again. Again, he never believed in God.
Yeah.
But at the end when Judd, what's his name? Yeah, Judd, right? Josh O'Connor's character, I forget. But he's like, "Do you want to stay for my first like big ceremony?" And Benoit Blanc is like, "There's
There's
nothing I would
nothing I
want to
would
do
rather
less."
not do.
Exactly, and he
Yeah.
leaves. That's beautiful. Yeah, I really liked all that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I liked all the faith stuff. I wrote down a line: "Young, dumb, and full of Christ."
Oh my God. That is one of the first lines in the movie. And it's so good.
I
It's
wrote down
so
all my
goddamn
favorite
good.
lines.
All right.
Is he a better writer, director? I can't tell. I think it's a writer. I think
I
he's a better
think he's
writer.
great at both, but the writing is really impressive. Like,
And he has to plot the entire movies out. Like he has to like get
and
them
he
on
writes
track.
them himself. Like,
Yeah,
I totally feel like he could farm these out, and he doesn't.
absolutely. We got paid to do them to do these two. Maybe he will like going forward. We don't know. His contract's up.
I
But
don't know. I saw Daniel Craig. He said he only wants to keep doing them if Ryan Johnson's doing them.
good. I love that.
Yeah.
Apparently, Joseph Gordon-Levitt was here. I didn't really
I fucking
catch him.
noticed him.
Where was he?
It's he does a vocal cameo every time Thomas Hayden Church is watching a Cubs game or listening to a Cubs game on the radio.
Wow.
The announcer is Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and it drove me nuts. Even a vocal
Swing, bada
cameo
bada,
drives me.
swing.
No, because if it's like the voice of the Cubs, to me it was always Harry Carey. He's got one of the most iconic voices in sports.
Okay.
And then like in this, Thomas Hayden Church is watching the Cubs, and it's just fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt trying to do his adult voice.
It's
It's
me,
the
Don John.
it's the bottom of the eighth, and fuck you.
Why is he like that, guys? Well, he was like in his first movie ever. Is that
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
was?
He's like good luck charm or something.
He's not in all of them though, is he? Or is he?
Yeah, he is. He's like John Ratzenberger to Pixar.
Whatever, Ryan, do your thing.
Yeah.
But who all do we got here? We got I guess we've talked about all the people. Do we have anything about like their character traits or anything? I
Uh,
feel like they've really underserved a lot of these characters, honestly. That's probably my biggest complaint.
but I think that's true of any of these movies, and that's the reason. Like people complain, like you get these big actors and then you don't do much with them. But like if you go back and watch like the original Knives Out, like it's Tony Collette, Jamie Lee Curtis, they don't have that much to do in
I
the
feel like you
movies.
remember all of like Michael
And
Shannon, Don Johnson, they
but I
all
feel
have
like
like
I'll remember
moments.
all these guys.
Mm.
And you put the big actors in to make it feel like they could be the killer.
Of course. No, I do like that. And I think that's what makes these movies. It would be less fun if they were people you didn't know. I think that's a big part of it that he's able to recruit these casts.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Here they didn't all click for me. Also, Jeffrey Wright is like at the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie, and that's it. He's not even a part of the
I
main
know.
crew.
And he's so good in both of his scenes that you wish he was in it more.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
But so Josh O'Connor, he beats up a guy, gets sent over to this new church to visit this guy, Monsignor Wicks, played by Josh Brolin.
Yeah. And this
And
church has a lot of lore.
yeah, his grandfather owned the church, had like this jewel or whatever. The
Well, he had a
daughter was
fortune, and then he had the fortune turned into a jewel she
right.
called Eve's apple, and then he swallows the fucking thing. Although we
Yeah.
don't know that right away.
No,
Yeah.
we know like Josh Brolin's mother is like waiting to take over the church, and then she gets mad and tries to uh find out the jewel, but we don't know that either yet. I forget what we know early on compared to what we know later on.
Yeah, we think that the money has just gone missing and like no one
And she got
knows where the
mad.
fortune is, and yeah, she got mad that she didn't get anything upon his death and freaked out.
Right.
Yeah. Um we talked a lot about Josh O'Connor. I want to say Glenn Close is also amazing in this movie.
She is.
Yeah, and I mean that's not a surprise. Glenn Close is always pretty great, but uh I mean she's stunning. The big confession at the end where she finally says, you're really good at this,
Yeah.
and then it dies and her hand opens and the jewel comes out of it. I mean that is some gorgeous filmmaking.
And sort of like a comedy moment then, because then Judd's like, "Oh shit, the jewel! I
Yeah,
didn't even know that was there." These
and
movies really like tread a
Benoit
line.
Blanc puts his hands up. Some of Daniel Craig's best moments in this movie are not line deliveries. They're just like reactions to stuff.
Yes, I like whenever he's like finally calling the meeting, like, "All right, I'm gonna solve the mystery," and then Judd's like, "What are you doing?" And Benoit Blanc's like, I don't know." He seems like unsure of himself. I like that moment.
Or even when they pull everybody into the room right before they watch that video of like the Monsignor meeting, like
Yeah,
right before
on
he
the phone.
died. And like Judd's like, we're gonna figure this shit out. He like gives his whole speech, and then Benoit just like steps in and is like, well, all right, very good.
Yeah, and is that when Judd goes, Benoit freaking Blanc and I are gonna solve the
Yeah,
mystery?
yeah.
That might be my favorite line of the movie. Benoit freaking Blanc and I. Uh, so we get there, but I like Josh Brolin. This was hilarious. His whole monologue about masturbating, like, yeah, well, I did it in the shower. It's easy there. You just use the gel. You do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, the
You do it right
bath
there.
gel.
But then it gets revealed that Judd like read up on him and he learns that he doesn't even get erections anymore.
Yeah,
All this was a
yeah. It
lie.
was all a lie.
That's
And it's
crazy.
so specific. He says one, how you use the bottom of your hand.
Okay, he said you hold your hand upside down.
Yeah, yeah.
That was hysterical.
Hmm.
Uh, that's a twist in the movie Miss March. I don't want to say too much,
Well,
but
I'm gonna watch
but
that.
this is like a real like, oh, that's from Miss March. That was awesome.
Your other favorite filmmaker, Zach Cricker.
That's true. I don't know if that's his debut though, because he co-directed. I think our rule is going to be if they co-direct, it's not an official debut.
I kind of agree with that. Like, I wouldn't consider Greta Gerwig's debut to be Nights and Weekends.
Right. It's a good example. What
Yeah.
about the Wachowskis?
Well, they're a team.
But then they split up.
Well, then
The
you say
Safdies don't.
solo. It's their solo debut.
The Coens didn't start making movies until Honey Don't and that the last one.
Stop it.
Okay. Uh, but and then another part of writing that I liked is when we meet the son and the son starts going into like his social media stuff. He's like, I've been hammering the gay thing, I've been hammering the trans thing, I've been hammering the equal rights, the
It's one of
climate
those things
change.
that goes on for so long that like it's a funny idea. Like you chuckle at the start of it, and then it goes on for so long that it gets funnier and funnier.
But not it is funny, but it's not only that, but it makes you really start to think like, wow, we really have all of these
Yeah,
like things
we
like
live in a hellscape.
yes, and the end of that line too, he says like people are so numb these days. I don't get it.
Yeah,
Like everyone's so numb because we have all of those things. Everything has a thing that you have to.
yeah, just hammered at us at
That's
all
hilarious.
times.
That
Yeah.
was awesome. So yeah, and then so the murder happens. Josh Brolin is dead. Who'd you think did it? Are you watching this like trying to guess who did
Not
it?
really. It occurs to me, but like I never latch onto it, and I'm not great at that sort of thing. Like I used to watch Bones, and like I couldn't guess the killers in episodes of Bones, so I'm
Mhm.
not gonna be able to guess the killer here. Um, I did want to say that I appreciated the Trumpiness of it all
Yeah.
too. The idea that it's about people just willing to go along with the cult of personality no matter what.
Hmm.
I really loved the scene where Kerry Washington finally like reveals all that shit to everybody. And she goes, I mean, it doesn't matter what I say. You're still gonna follow him along like a fucking lapdog anyway. And Adam Scott starts. Well, that's not fair. I'm
Yeah, Adam
shocked by
Scott.
what I just heard. Adam Scott, Andrew Scott,
He'd be good
and
here.
he'd be perfect in a Knives Out movie. Get Adam Scott. But he goes, although he starts like thinking about the other side of it, and it ends up like they rationalize it so much, Jeremy Renner with his whole like, and we don't know that woman, we don't
Hmm.
know her, to the point where they literally say like, there's nothing you could do or say
Yeah.
that could get us to not go along with you.
especially like now with Trump, like they've been backing him for so many years at this point. Like their
Hmm.
heels are so dug in. Like what are, they're not gonna be like, oh yeah, you were right. That's never gonna happen. No one's ever gonna be like, oh, I was wrong
No,
for all these years.
it's at a point where like if they had hard evidence, I mean they pretty much do
Oh
that
yeah.
Trump is a pedophile. Like we will start the Trump followers will start to support pedophilia
Love is
before
love.
they turn
Haven't you ever heard
against
of that before?
Trump. Yeah.
That's what they would start saying. But that they actually would, honestly, because they started taking like the my body, my choice thing for the vaccine. They were like, I don't have to take it, it's my body, my choice, which is what
Yeah.
everyone says about abortions too. But they disagree with that whenever they want to disagree with it. So it's funny, if you want to call it funny. I don't know. I call it sad.
I just think it's perceptive, like
It is.
because that is a thing people don't talk about enough with Trump, where I think it really is just a cult of personality thing. Like some people have that,
Hmm.
and he evidently does in fucking spades, and you're either taken in by it or you're not.
Hmm. The guy's son in this movie even says you could run for president.
Yeah,
In four
yeah.
years, you could be the president. And that's when we get the Star Wars
And
reference when he's like
he says
father and
that
son.
early on he says I guess I just don't have that cult of personality thing, like because he tried to be a politician, didn't really make it,
Hmm.
and he sees that in Josh Brolin, like you can be what I tried to be.
Right. A little lucky that's turned out to be his dad.
Well, sure.
But I guess that's where he gets the want to be great, like have that power from his dad, and he didn't even know. He didn't even know it yet. It's kind of interesting. But so yeah, at first I was like, oh, this is kind of really fun mystery because you don't know how it happened. He goes into a locked room. It is like a locked room mystery, they call it, right?
Yeah.
Or it's him by himself. There's no one else in there, and he
The
apparently gets
Holy
stabbed in the
Grail.
back. And he's an alcoholic too. He like keeps that a secret when in they poison his drink because they know he's an alcoholic.
Yeah.
But I like that from Judd. He like hides the alcoholism because he doesn't want the followers to like not stop following him.
Yeah, he
He's like
should
a
have told Benoit though.
you're that's actually a good point. He should. I mean, he eventually does. But that guy's such a nice guy. Really, just always looking out for others.
Yeah.
One of the great
Yeah.
characters.
No, I mean the scene on the phone with that lady when they're trying to
Oh
get
yeah,
information about like who ordered the
Crip stuff.
yeah,
The whatever.
exactly. And he's on the phone with that one from Somebody Somewhere. What's that actress's name? She's
I
really good.
I don't know who she was.
Um, but she
Bridget Everett.
Brit, thank you. He he can't help himself. Like she's looking for a priest in that moment, and he's willing to be that priest. And that's good Benoit Blanc uh
Absolutely.
acting without talking as well, just being sort of impatient in that scene.
But
um
also like understanding this is something Judd has to do, and he does end up waiting. He waits in the other room, and then
no,
he
and
eventually goes in there. But
he sees it. I mean, he says at the end when he says, what am I supposed to do here? He says, do what you were born to do, take her confession. He
yeah,
really he understands what a priest can do for somebody.
yeah, it's pretty beautiful, and
Yeah.
it helped you to understand too. This movie like really opened your eyes a little bit.
It opened me up. It made me more tolerant
That's
because it
awesome,
didn't look down on my point of view either.
right?
The,
Because that's
the
Benoit Blanc's point of view.
yeah.
Totally, it's a very successful movie to
Yeah,
me.
to me this is like a way more successful look at Christianity than Christian movies,
Hmm.
because you're not looking
God's Not
down on
Dead.
any
Let's
side.
do that. God's
Oh
Not
my
Dead
God, we
franchise.
fucking
There's like
should do
three or
that.
four of them.
And Left Behind.
What's that?
That's another God franchise.
There's another one I can only imagine they're coming out with a second one
I
next year. It's in
know.
my franchise update thing.
All right.
So stay tuned to that. I think that's with
Woo!
I think that's with what's his face? I don't know his name. Oh,
I don't either.
the rookie,
Oh, Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid. Thank you.
DQ, the Dairy Queen.
Yep. So, but anyway, so the murder, Glenn Close and the gang, we end up killing Wicks. It's their plan, and we're gonna end up. So the plan is basically we kill Wicks, we get we dress up Thomas Hayden Church as Wicks, we get him into the thing, into the crypt. He's gonna steal the jewel from the grandpa Wicks, and then now we're gonna have the jewel. That's the plan. But
Right.
then it
But
all
and
goes
then
bad
he's
because
gonna come
Judd.
out and people are gonna think he got Monsignor Wicks got resurrected and it was a miracle of Christ.
But Monsignor Wicks is dead. They killed him.
Yeah, but that's why they dressed up Thomas Hayden Church to look like him. So he's gonna come out and it's gonna look like a miracle took place, and then he ascended back up to God the next day.
Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna be like, "Where's the body?" Okay, but
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, that was all very interesting. But then Judd like gets involved, and he ends up. Um, well, we think that he killed Thomas Hayden Church, but it turns out Jeremy Renner killed Thomas Hayden
Yeah, well,
Church.
there's that whole confusing sequence where he gets punched out and then sees visions of Monsignor Wicks, and you don't know quite what's real or what's not.
Yeah, a few times in this movie, we see a scene that didn't actually happen, or that didn't
Yeah,
happen though, at least the way that we thought it did. I can't remember if that. I think that's in two a little bit, but yeah. So Jeremy Renner did it, and then he goes to kill Glenn Close, but then Glenn Close turns it around on Jeremy Renner, kills Jeremy Renner, and then she gets away with it, and then ends up confessing it all.
correct.
Um, we did learn a few things about Benoit Blanc. He listens to the Catch soundtrack
I
in
that
his
is
car.
so fucking funny when that song comes up in his car on cassette, by the way.
Yeah,
And
true.
uh it was it felt right to me.
Yeah, it did. It did feel
Probably an
right.
Andrew Lloyd Webber guy.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be? You remember who his boyfriend or husband was from the last movie?
I don't.
Hugh Grant
Right.
in that scene. He's playing Among Us in the bathtub.
Yeah,
In
that
Among
that I
Us.
remember. Yeah.
Do you still have Among Us on your phone?
Yeah, I played it not that long
I
ago.
remember you talking about that.
Yeah, Amogus. Um,
Do people call it that?
yeah, that was a thing for a while.
Oh, oh. Did your
Mhm.
nieces ever play? I feel like they would have liked Among Us.
No,
Tim's
they
daughter played
they
it.
don't seem to really care about it, but like it's definitely still a thing because when I was working at that store in Vegas, we got these blind boxes
Yeah?
of them and they sold like crazy. You couldn't keep them in stock.
Huh. I don't know about that. You like open it and it has like one of the Among Us guys in it?
Yeah.
That's fun. Like trading cards?
No, they're like little figures.
But like okay. I think what I said was right. Anyway, so I guess we get everything. We talked about all that. Glenn Close. And then 1 year later we learn everything that happened. That guy wrote a book for all of his John Goodman, Big Lebowski followers, Kerry
Yeah.
Washington
That was a
smoking
great callback.
smoking cigarettes again.
Mhm.
Uh everyone's moved on. I don't know. And then another great line. Your real inheritance is in Christ. That's what he says to Sai at the end of the movie. And he
Yeah.
was right. It was literally inside of Christ at the end of the movie.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I didn't until the second viewing, and I was like,
That's
"Oh,
so
Judd,
good.
you little stinker."
Yeah.
Uh, and then I like Benoit. He goes, "Benoit Blanc pwned, owned with a P,
Yeah, yeah, whatever that means.
whatever that means." And then come on up to the house, starts playing.
Oh,
Were you aware of Tom Waits' musical career?
yes. What?
I thought he was an actor.
No. When I saw Tom Waits in like a Jarmusch movie for the first time, I was just like, yeah, it's that musician Tom Waits in a
Oh shit!
movie.
All
Yeah.
right, fair.
No, I'm a fan of Tom Waits's music career going way back. I've got a couple on my playlist or whatever.
That's
The
cool.
the Hardest Saturday Night and Blue Valentine and Swordfish Trombones, Mule Variations, a lot of really good Tom Waits records out there. So I was familiar with this song too, and it's just a perfect use of it.
Yeah, I think I added it to my playlist. It was like so good.
Yeah,
Captured the essence of the movie so well. Love the shot
yeah.
of Benoit Blanc leaving the church. I don't know. Honestly, I kind of want to give it a 5.
Well, that's what I'm doing, man.
I know
Like
you
to
did.
me, like Glass Onion, we stepped down to a 4, and I think we're back in 5 territory here. I love this franchise. If these are the only three Benoit Blanc movies ever, I'd be disappointed, but I also think they have a perfect record.
Yeah, it'd be one of the best trilogies ever,
Yeah.
especially considering a lot of the trilogies keep going. I forget even now, like when people talk about it, what are we even talking about? Like, what are the trilogies that
The
actually
only
stayed a
great
trilogy?
trilogy is Back to the Future.
No, the before movies.
Yeah, we'll see. They might make another one.
That'd be awesome. But they missed that nine
Yeah,
year window. They
that's true.
just
They
always kept
did.
doing 9 years,
Mm.
maybe 19 years, and then they're real old. Uh, I would go. Oh, and I wrote at the end. There's it's like portrait painting credits. We see like the Glenn Close portrait.
Yeah, I want to say one of those is Jeremy Renner's was the only one who didn't really look like the actor.
Are you serious?
And yeah, and I think it's because he objected to the painting.
Wow.
All
So
right. Yeah. We know Jeremy Renner has a huge ego from the Jeremy Renner app.
I saw Letterboxd comments like, after this movie, I really wish there was a Jeremy Renner app. I want to know what he's up to.
Yeah. Or yeah, I wish there was an app where we could talk about how Jeremy Renner is the killer in this. Um, but I
So you think he can't use my likeness?
no. I think they showed everybody the paintings. Everybody was fine with them. They all look enough like the actors. And then they showed Jeremy Renner, and Jeremy. It seemed like they had to work on it. It was like you drew me too fat. You drew me with too little of a chin.
He did gain a little weight.
Yeah.
I think
Uh,
it's because of his accident. He hasn't been so physical. It's not his
yeah.
fault,
He's been sedentary,
but the
but
ego's still there.
the ego's still there. I think it was noticeable enough that the Jeremy Renner painting looked the least like Jeremy Renner that Jeremy must have had something to do with that because it was he looked much better looking in the
It's like
painting.
it's like when Dwayne Wade got his statue, and he was like looking
Is
at
that a
his.
thing?
Yeah, D Wade got a statue for the Heat a few years ago, and as soon as they unveiled it, he looked at his son like, "Oh my God, that's so hideous." It looked nothing like him. It was so bad. That's a pretty great GIF. Um, all right, yeah, I mean that's. I forgot what you were saying. Oh yeah, he doesn't look like him. I didn't notice that, but you're probably right. But who's the MVP? Josh O'Connor,
Yeah, Josh O'Connor is the MVP. I'm gonna go with what's the fellow's name? McCormick.
Daryl McCormick.
Yeah, as LVP, but not like really strong LVP or anything. Everyone kind of worked for me.
I would go Andrew Scott as the LVP, I guess. You like
Oh
Noah Segan?
yeah, I was gonna say that. It was fun to see that dude pop up again. He's also been in all three of these.
Oh shit, I forgot. Is he like a cop in the first one
He's like the cop, like Benoit's sort of partner in the first
with
one.
the guy from Atlanta?
Yeah, and in the second one, he's that weirdo who's like living in Ed Norton's house.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Why? What's his deal with this guy?
I don't know. They're pals, I guess.
But this guy's in it more than Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah,
You think that would be his role?
he's in all of them. He's in Brick and Looper as well. So he might be just legitimately like Ryan Johnson's bud.
Possibly. Is
Yeah,
Brick good?
Brick.
Yeah, is that his first one?
Yeah, I don't love it. It works as a genre pastiche, like it's just sort of like a take on film noir, but it's not my favorite like as an actual movie. Um, yeah, my ranking of Ryan Johnson movies, the seven I've seen, which I think is all of them,
Mhm.
is Brick is last place, then maybe Brothers Bloom at number six, Last Jedi at number five, Looper at number four.
What? Under Looper?
Yeah, and then Glass Onion, Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out.
All right. I think we need to do The Last Jedi for commentary track.
Okay, anytime.
Well, I think we should do Force Awakens first. That just had its 10-year anniversary last week.
Yeah,
But All right. Also, I wanted to say the fun little Luca Guadagnino connection. That last year he put out two movies, Queer and Challengers, and those are the stars from that movie are in this movie. Josh O'Connor and Benoit Blanc, Daniel Craig. I thought that was kind of fun.
Good point.
So Luca was probably watching this movie like, oh, those are my two guys. I love those guys.
Yeah, tried to get him back for After the Hunt, failed.
He
Um,
should have done something different with After the Hunt.
yep, a lot.
A
Um,
lot
so
recasting choices.
can you read me that YouTube comment?
Oh, I don't have it pulled up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have somebody left a very nice YouTube comment. Oh, now we have more comments here. Somebody
Are,
commented under that comment.
oh, I can't wait. Okay.
But it was a nice comment.
About
I'm
us
reading it
or
now.
about
Yeah.
him?
No, about us. So this is from Manuel colon 5374
Cologne, probably.
Cologne. Remember when they did themed franchises for the holidays? I read that like a question, but there's no question mark. It's a period. This guy doesn't even know the difference between a question and
Come on, I'm not giving him that kind of
all right,
shit.
all right, all right. I was going through it. And then he says, don't care, don't plan anymore.
Listen, I'll explain that. Okay. First of all, we do still do holiday shit. But like
Halloween.
it's not like we didn't do a horror movie for fucking October. We still do that. But we're looking at we do plan, believe it or not. And when we were looking at December, pretty much the only Christmas franchises that we haven't done at this point that
A
I think
Christmas
people would
Story,
want us to do are Christmas Story and Silent Night, Deadly Night.
which
All
there's a
right.
new one that just came out.
Yeah. And they're both rather long, and we would have had to go to the theaters for that one. And Christmas Story is a movie that is beloved by many, but neither Logan nor I really like that much. And there's a whole bunch of sequels we didn't know about. Like, we were probably going to do that. And then we found out there are like 5 sequels or something. And we just put it off. So we decided for this week to just go with an update, which is, franchise we've already covered that have released new films. People really like when we do that. We thought.
And you thought Brothers McMullen, that was a Christmas thing.
Yeah, and
you
I picked Brothers
us.
McMullen specifically because I thought it was a holiday movie, which it kind of was. It was a Thanksgiving movie, but
You
not.
texted us. They just released a Christmas movie, which is awesome because I hate that movie. So
Yeah,
you did think it was a Christmas thing.
yeah. All right.
Yes.
It looks like one. Look at the fucking cover.
Yeah. But this guy woke up on the wrong side of the bed and
So
decided I'm
I
gonna be
really didn't
mean.
appreciate because it's not that I don't care anymore. Like, this has been a really hard year for me, and the one thing that's kept me going is this podcast. Like, I if I didn't care about the podcast when I was away for a month in rehab, I certainly wouldn't have done the podcast. All right.
Right. If you want to say I don't care, feel free, but don't say Daniel doesn't care anymore.
No, I fucking care.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best here. And
this is him trying.
This is me trying. So that sort of bummed me out. Like,
yeah, come on, man.
I don't always comment on comments here, but that one stuck in my craw a little bit.
But then somebody commented under that, farts by Ackerman. I guess Malin Ackerman's burner account. She says, or he says, did they ever really plan? LOL.
Oh!
This show is perfect the way it is.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Farts by Ackerman.
So he does call us perfect, but he's sort of, I don't know what you're expecting. It's always been a ramshackle tin pot operation.
But also at the end of or the start of every year, we do a thing called franchise update where we talk about all the stuff coming out in the new year, and we do try to plan. We're like, all right, we're gonna do this next year. We've got a new Dune coming out. We'll do Dune. Avatar's coming out.
Remember we did Spoof Month?
Spoof. People loved it.
Yeah.
Except for P. Dot. He said our worst episode, Scary Movie
that's
2.
True. That's true.
But aside from that, people were howling. They couldn't stop. But I don't know. Sorry, Manuel.
You can't please everybody all the time, I guess.
No.
All right.
But then Eric Nelson commented, says, Daniel, you came back to Brooklyn like Mr. Cotter. You're the Gabe Kaplan of movie podcasts. Whatever that means.
That is the most Eric Nelson thing I've ever heard in my life. Um, what a wonderful person Eric Nelson is. Legitimately. All right. Anyway, uh, we are hey, patreon.com/the franchise. Stay tuned there. We just did a commentary track on the Breakfast Club. That's a really fun thing. I tried my ass off on that.
I was
And
there too.
yep, Bowen was
Breakfasting it
killing
up.
it. Yep. And we got that franchise update coming soon, and we'll do a Hey I'm Watching Here this week. Plenty coming your way on Hey I'm Watching Here. We're also still talking Survivor 48 on Comp Beasts.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And I do think we should do a commentary track for Star Wars: The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi.
all
The
right.
Force Awakens because of the anniversary, and The Last Jedi because you underrate it.
I don't underrate 4-star. I
It's
like
better than
it.
Looper.
It's not. Looper's good.
I didn't like
Um.
Looper that much.
Anyway, fucking. Uh. So that yeah, Patreon. Next week on this show, the franchise. How about this? I planned this. We're doing. We're doing a back-to-back Vin Diesel franchises. All right, that's a big deal, and that'll take us into the new year. All right, so it's Riddick and Triple X. Those are the two franchises. Next week is going to be Pitch Black and the Chronicles of Riddick.
Okay.
All right. The following week, we're going to double them up. Riddick and the first Triple X.
And then Ice Cube City.
And then Ice Cube State of the Union Riddick. I mean, Triple X. And the return of Xander Cage.
I forgot about that one.
All right.
Yep, totally. That's
So our
exciting.
next 6 films are Vin Diesel vehicles.
Well, that's the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, those really have a lot of vehicles in them.
When's that one coming out? The Fast 11 or whatever.
Put it
It's been
out
like 5
already.
years.
Yeah, Fast 10 Part 2.
Yeah. That was so long ago, actually.
Yeah, it does feel like forever ago. All right. So that's coming your way here on the franchise. Thanks for listening, everybody. Scooby Dooby Doo.